Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time, give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out not just the most popular game on Kickstarter, but the most popular project on all of Kickstarter right now, that is Skyrise, a game of auctioning and artistic egos for 2 to 4 players. So, I gotta say, I'd like to know a little bit more. 2 to 4 players is great. You're telling me it's an auctioning game. That's great as well. But other than that, I'd like to know the time length. I think that's super important. Is this a 180-minute game? Is this a 30-60-minute game? Is this a 15-minute game? Other than that, I just see artwork. But you have given me the core mechanism, which is an auction game, which does intrigue me as an auction fan. So at least I can give you kudos on that. And then artwork, yeah, great. It looks really stinking fancy right here. It's raised $145,000. And I want to say, I'm really excited to check this one out. The last project I saw from Roxley Games was that 2-player card game where they made like so much money for such a small game. So I'm excited to see how this one is. Let's go.
Had I not created my whole world, I would certainly have died in other people's. The canvas is ready. I will return with 4 savants, masters of their craft, ready to leave their legacy on my great metropolis in the sky. Floating clay, waiting to be sculpted at the hands of the greatest visionaries of our time, Antonio Santelia.
Okay, now we're going. There was a little bit of theme overload there. I get it. A bunch of inventors, greatest inventors ever. Cool. So board? Okay. I got no clue what's going on here, but it intrigues me no less. I actually kind of like the fact I don't know what the heck's going on here. It gives me a, what is it? I'm drawing a blank here on it. Elysium-esque vibe. Not to say it's anything at all like that game, but just when you see Elysium, it just hits you different. This hits me a little bit different. That excites me.
Antelia, the futurist architect. Vera Muhina, queen of Soviet sculpture. Fritz Lang, the expressionist master of darkness. And Tamara Lempitska.
What are those components? Those are weird looking.
The Art Deco Baroness with a brush.
Oh, are those custom dice? Are those the ones where you put in the faces? Wow, this whole thing just looks different. The raised board? What is going on?
Let us build this future together. Skyrise is an accessible 2 to 4 player game of patience, deduction, and scarcity for players who enjoy tight gameplay and tough decisions. Designed and developed by Roxley, Skyrise is a brand new game inspired by Sebastien Pauchon's 2008 SDJ recommended Metropolys. Like Metropolys,
I thought that was interesting to say SGDJ as opposed to Spiel Des Jahres. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people were probably like, what the heck is SDJ? I know it because I'm like deep into the hobby, but I don't feel like most people, just the first thing that comes to their mind when they think SGJ is the Spiel des Jahres Wars, because they don't like go by SDJ, do they? I don't know.
Skyrise features a brilliant spatial auction mechanism where players create a chain of adjacent bids until the highest bidder constructs their building. Skyrise will have you fully enthralled as you quickly realize the strategic importance of every bid made with your scarce supply of buildings. Gain prestige to become the city's greatest visionary. Win the favor of philosophers, naturalists, artists, and inventors to increase the value of your buildings in their neighborhoods. Create works for famous patrons, deduce whose commissions offer the most prestige, and keep it secret from your opponents. Reach for the stars by constructing the tallest buildings on each island. Build magnificent wonders whose special abilities dramatically affect your strategy. Team Roxley loves Skyrise. Even after years of development and refinement, we are still excited to play it every single time it hits the table. Help us build Skyrise.
I love this. I love your mic volume is low. Thank you, Mr. Mo. Where? Oh, okay. Bump that up a little bit. I like what they're doing here in this video. I honestly, I didn't feel like this was going to be a game that I was really going to be crazy about at the beginning of that video. Then by the end of it, I'm like, all right, this looks kind of cool. It kept being like, and more, and more, and more. There's just so many little things going on in the game.
Together and receive the deluxe edition featuring 5 intricately sculpted 3D islands, 52 beautifully detailed building miniatures, 4 visionary boards, 30 alluring objective cards, heaps of tokens in an elegant drawstring bag, stored all together in a package designed to actually fit on your shelf and make setup a snap.
Shots fired! I like a lot of what they just did there. You might not have noticed it. That was the long, sexy scrolling shot that I'm always looking for. Love that. Love going through that. They put it in the video. I got no issues with that. This looks like and I like the fact that they're spotlighting the fact that, oh yeah, this is a regular size game. It's not massive.
Skyrise,
Does it need to
a
be?
game of auctioning and artistic egos. Now on Kickstarter.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Judging based on what they've shown me, I would expect this to be a very large box. So, kudos for utilizing the space. Yeah, impressive components. I agree. All right. I thought that was a pretty solid video once we got past, you know, the theme. 8 created, 185 back. At Roxley, our ongoing quest is to create the most innovative, replayable, addictive, rewarding, polished board games you've ever experienced. Tons of people here in the customer service. Awesome. Love seeing that. Let's make sure people got their stuff. It's not a flaming dumpster fire in the past ones, but honestly, I'm not that worried about it. I'm pretty sure Radlands just started to ship a couple weeks / months ago, but we'll check out the last few. We'll check out the last 2. Make sure people have gotten their stuff. Final Pledge shipping this week. Hazmat's event. So yeah, Final Pledge is shipping this week. People get stuff. Couple rounds with Newbie, and I got converted instantly. In all honesty, I haven't been able to get a lot of games in, but I love this game. Never got game. Help. Ooh, that's a month ago. Hi there, my copy never arrived. So apparently they don't do much in Yowks. So yeah, Roxley Games might want to go check on their previous Kickstarter projects in the comments section. Also, if that's you, I'd recommend posting in the comments and sending them a message. Not to say that's necessarily a bad thing. People are getting the game, but there have been some shipping issues, and they're not doing the greatest customer service, it looks like, not just checking the comments here. And US, has it been months since 75 Complete announced? I still have not received the game yet. Can I get an update? Very bad support. Get my replace. Must pay import fee and replace fee. So yeah, not the greatest when it comes to the comments section on the customer service there. Owsies, mousies. Let's see if this is a trend. They just completely, no, there's a collaborator. Looks like they were abandoning that. But can you do it? Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of that, what I saw there, but I'm still not that worried about it. Steampunk Rally, Santarina Brass, they've done games, they've put stuff out. Radlands is out. Just, if you need to communicate with them, you might want to do it in more than one method. Had I not created my whole world, I would certainly have died. Okay, I already saw that. What do we got? The game, 30 to 75 minutes. Wow. Okay. 14 plus, $49 versus the $75 version. Wow, this is clean. This is clear. I like it. Essentials for players who prefer minimalist components, essential to play the game. The box, cards, and boards all feature lit and finished and are produced to the high standard you would expect from Roxley. All Skyrise gameplay content is included. A perfectly reasonable $49 game. Or over here you have the $75 version, which has absolutely drop-dead gorgeous components for only $26 more, and presumably what the majority of people are going to take here. Because yes, this is a quote-unquote $60 MSRP style game, but you're paying $15 for all the deluxeified components, which looked really stinking impressive at first glance. So I feel like they got themselves a great price there. Yeah, so our game's ranked in BGG top 3%. Love it. Look at this. Not just focusing on one game or 2 games or 3 games. But they're like, consistently, our games are some of the best released, period. And why don't more companies do this? Why don't more designers do this? This is great. I feel comfortable in the can you do it. This makes me more on the do I want it, and then how much is it? We already know. I know everything. This is great. I don't even, like right now I'm just like, oh, are there stretch goals? Are there updates or anything like that? Other than that, I'm good. I am really liking this one so far. So we're talking about the gameplay overview. Is this like, okay, what is this, a preview? 3:30? Not what I'm looking for there. Visionaries, things, stuff. Looking for a gameplay video. This is a...
I mean, steampunk production and all that.
Review. Just looking for that sweet, sweet video. Gameplay. So they got 2 previews there. Pull the quote from it. Let's check out the quotes. I always like to do that. I can't deny how good this game looks on the table. Come on, just look at it. It's beautiful. That's it. That's the quote. And that's what I said. That's, honestly, if you look at the thumbnail for this video that I created, I put, looks like the art's doing some heavy lifting. Because that's what the impression that I got just from the main image was just like, they were just like, hey, it's all about our art. Go look at our art. And that quote kind of like says the same thing. It says nothing about the gameplay, nothing about the mechanisms, nothing about why I want to come back to this game. It's just, hey, look at it. It looks good. Like, I need more than that, Roxley. Across the board, Skyrise is a very solid, easy to recommend game that has a high degree of depth with a low degree of complexity. Okay, it's good stuff to know. I'd like to know maybe a little bit more in the weeds. And isn't this based on another game? How highly rated was that game? Tell me a little bit more about that game. I see that you do amazing things for your games, but if you're redoing a game, I don't know, the quotes just didn't grab me there. The Kickstarter exclusive pricing, $49. You get the board, 5 modular island boards. Looks good. Oh, you're even getting wooden wonders. Those look great. Those look perfectly serviceable. This looks like a nice $49 game. Metal key to the city. Woo, cool. Then we got the collector's edition. This is the long, sexy scrolling shot. Oh, they're spinning. It's great. Quantity breakdown. You're getting tons of them. Different colors. They stand out. Wow, those look really awesome. Really awesome. You know, that right there, just whoo. That's how much components can add to theme. Like, there's like just that, because that just looks so good. We got the vat, we got the board right there, the vac tray insert looks solid. Add-ons, pre-wash minis. If you want it to look even prettier, $18.23. Okay. They're trying to bring the pre-wash minis to the people. Regular price. They convert the currency there. I like that as well. Love to see it in euros, pounds, but hey, 2 is better than most, which is 1. So here we go. There's the playthrough. Love it. Beautiful. Full playthrough. Exactly what you want. We've all played a couple times now. These goals changing out is pretty slick. You have personal goals that are a little bit different. Is very interesting. That's not a quote that really sells me. I wonder if they said something more, like, just wet my whistle there a little bit more. We have 18 funding quests planned, which only become possible at high funding levels. Each of the 18 quests have been carefully chosen. They're each exciting and will enhance the game. Once all 18 are complete, there will be no further quests. That's awesome. So 18 stretch goals for you to hit that are going to enhance the game. The 2-piece interlocking key to the city will be cast in metal with a tarnished wash applied. Oh, cool. This was the thing that was great. I saw it earlier. That's great. Wooden patron tokens. The 4 cardboard patron tokens will be upgraded to wooden tokens with metallic screen printed ink only in the collector's edition, but I imagine that's the majority of people here. Let's go ahead and check that. 120, yeah, and the $49. And that really goes to speak about the shopping habits of Kickstarter right there. Because that $49 pledge level, that looked great. That looked like a great little game there. I'm totally back there. I know I said little, but a great game right there. But obviously dominated by the collector's edition at 75 or 96 if you're Canadian. So 837, and that's exactly what they want. I felt like they did a great job on that. So, alternate tall sculpts, fantastic. So it's just going to look a little bit different. 4 dual-layered boards. And then look at this. This is slick. 68% unlocked. I love that. Quest 5, Quest 6. They're not even wetting my whistle, but I want to know what they are. Like, these have been great so far. I'm excited to come back to this Kickstarter campaign. We got the rule booklet right there. Awesome. Setup. Components, setup, gameplay concepts. Playing the game. Looks great. Looks like a great rule booklet. Looks like a nice one to read. Look at that. The FAQ, errors and scoring. Why back now? Discounted price. Back now you get the best price on the collector's edition, deluxe components, early delivery, direct support, exclusive key. Okay. Shipping. $9. 15. I'm going to guess USA, China, Hong Kong. So you're looking... Oh, that's the 2-game bundle. So... $84. So $84 for a deluxified version of the game. Bing, bang, boom for the majority of the people in the United States of America. Presumably, let's double check that. 1,029, but still 243 in Canada. That's a nice number there. Awesome. Did you cover the VATs? VAT and taxes? Great. Rock solid shipping section. Looks good. Buried at the bottom, but hey, whatevs. Awards and accolades. The team. Looks good. Wow, really nice campaign page, I think, right there. Let's give the FAQ, the updates, comments, get out of here with the grade. But right now, leaning really high. This looks like a really awesome. Oh, I love it. They organized it so beautifully. Oh, this is a purchasing question. This is a general, the product, the localization, retailers. So as they get more FAQ questions, as more people ask stuff in the comments, they can just pop it into the section it goes. Like it a lot. Updates. Live stream tomorrow with Heavy Cardboard were funded. So that was yesterday. So the main thing they put is, hey, we got a live stream going on tomorrow. They're talking about gameplay. Check out the rule booklet here. Notification on. That's clickable as well. Beautiful. Great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thumb it. Let's talk about funding quests, their objectives, 3 funding quests, do it your thing, what's next. A lot of stuff in there. It's not 9 p.m. yet. I'm anxious to see the funding quest number 4. It's coming soon. Oh, so they're going to slowly unveil what they are as well. So not only do you need to come back to see what the stretch goals are, but you need to see when they get unlocked, and that's another reason why you might potentially join and come back to the Kickstarter. You know, even if you backed, you might come back. I love this. Game looks beautiful. I'd ask a question. You know, be like, what are you hoping some of the funding goals are? Why not? Will Dice Throne be available in the Pledge Manager? Unfortunately not. Yeah, so wire that. So we got stuff. They're in here. They're popping in the collaborators. Might want to go pop into the last one, but it looks good other than that. All right. Fantastic overall. So, final grade for Skyrise. Do I want it? Yes. Main image. At the main image, you had me at auctioning. 2 to 4 players. You had some very important information that I needed to know. I was pleasantly surprised when it was found out it was 30 to 75 minutes. The light to medium weight game, which, you know, those ones honestly get to hit my table a lot just because they generally, as you have put it, lighter on the rules, heavier on the interesting choices to make. Keith's going with an A. Yeah, I think that's where I'm heading there too. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Wasn't looking so great there in the past comment section. Might want to go in there and help those people. Just pop in and say, hey, send us a DM or something. You know. But can you do it? Yeah, I would honestly not be too concerned if I back them about, you know, them running off of the money or going kaput or anything like that. And then how much is it? Price seemed reasonable, $50. So you're looking with shipping, $60 pretty much for that game. And that's the standard version. And then once you get to the deluxeified version, you're looking around $82 in the United States of America. And it looks like an $82 deluxeified game. Like looking at the components, looking at the board, everything here looks top-notch, looks quality. It's coming from a company who has done many, like, top-notch looking games. You go open up a box of brass, you look at that box, you say, all right, that looks good. Like, they know what they're doing. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm an A too. I do believe as well. Skyrise, game of auctioning artistic egos for 2 to 4 players. Rock solid Kickstarter right there. If it looks like it might be a cup of tea, be sure to check that one out. Mr. Mower said A as well. Sounds like we got 3 A's going on. Great project. But if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube comment. And I'm going to give you a tip right now. One game I'd recommend right now you check out is Venn. I just tried it out at Origins. It's really, really cool. It's like Dixit meets Codenames meets a Venn diagram. Highly recommend checking that one out. I don't know why I just gave you game recommendation. It just seems like something I should do right now. Bye-bye.